What's the emotion of this week going to be like for you facing your old team?
I mean, it's another week for me, to be honest. I mean, it's obvious. I used to play for Tennessee, but I'm not going to make it any bigger than what it is. It's another week, and it's a big week for us, honestly. So I'm looking forward to it.
Was it a tough decision?
I'm sorry?
Was it a tough decision to leave?
No. Nope. Made it pretty easy.
When you were with Tennessee, I mean, obviously you got paid pretty well here by the Jets. I mean, was there an effort by the Titans to retain you?
No, sir.
Did that bother you, Corey?
A little bit. I'm not going to lie to you a little bit, but, God doesn't make mistakes, and I'm extremely happy to be here. So.
That seems odd because you had a good year last year. I mean, you were basically at 1,000 yards. And, they have AJ, that's one, but it seemed to be a good tandem. So it's.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just wanted to go in another direction, so it's all part of the business. Didn't take it too hard.
Is there a redemptive feeling going into this game?
Honestly, not really. It's a big week for us, and that's really all I'm focused on. I'm not focused on me being there, was there, whatever it was. It's a big week for us and the boys, so we got to handle business. We're all locked in and we're ready.
I'm not sure how much turnover they've had personnel-wise on defense, Corey, but does it look familiar to you when you film the film?
It does. They got a few of the same faces back there, a lot of talent. They're well coached, really disciplined, and it's going to be a fun game, though. I'm looking forward to it.
This might be like a tough question to answer quickly, but what do you feel like as an offense you guys need to do better to get this thing on track?
Well, first and foremost, we have to eliminate the MEs, the self-inflicted wounds, and give ourselves a fighting chance. It's no secret that this team, the Titans, they're really good. Like I said, they're well coached, really disciplined. So, we're going to have to be on our stuff. So eliminate the MEs and, give ourselves a fighting chance and, just no negative plays. Just stay on track. So, good challenge for us.
Last week, the Broncos, they ran. It looked like they ran a lot of man on third down situations, and you all kind of struggled a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys have to do to, overcome those situations? Because obviously, teams are going to copy that and try to emulate that also.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to handle the pressure, find the open windows in zone, and then if it's man, we gotta beat man. It's that simple. So.
You keep in touch with any of those guys?
Yeah, a few of them. All good people, man. They got some good dudes over there, that's for sure.
Have you been able to give your defense here any tips on how to stop Derrick Henry?
Man, that'll be tough. But you know what? This defense they're fired up and they're ready. To get after him. I haven't really talked to them much yet. About their offense, but I can tell they're ready. They're fired up for it. So.
Having been around Henry for a few years, did you just kind of marvel at some of the stuff he was able to do, and just for a man that big to be?
Yeah. Honestly, it doesn't make sense for him to be that big and run like he does. It was amazing, to see, and just when I was there. But he could be stopped, so there's no question. We gotta get after him, and we will.
What have you seen from Zach as you guys are going through this adversity? He's going through it too. What have you seen from him?
He's been staying in it. He's doing a lot more work, which we all are. We all need to. But he's staying confident. He's staying poised, and it's not really getting to him. The way that most would think. He's a good kid. He has a good head on his shoulders, and at this point we just got to ignore the noise and focus on us. Focus on the guys that are out there on the field with us and in between these walls, and that's what we're doing. That's what he's doing, and it's not really affecting him, so we'll be good.
Corey, when you were in Tennessee, there's weapons here, but there were also more known and more prominent weapons on the other side of AJ was there, Derek was there, obviously Brian could run and throw the ball. You being here, you were kind of like now the number one guy that everyone's focusing on. Have you seen a change in the way that teams are covering you? Have you seen kind of things shift your way in terms of covering because teams are not making it?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Obviously, like you said, there was a lot more weapons there, so you can't really, if you focus on one guy, then it's going to go to the other guy. So, it has been a little bit different here. Obviously, I'm the main focus point, but, we got to find ways, and, which the coaches do, just to, create space for me, get me the ball, and move me around. We got other guys who can do really good things as well. But it has been a little different, but we're adjusting pretty well.
You talked after the last couple of games about making tough plays that you felt like you should have made, but you didn't. When you go back and try to fix that, how does that work? Like, why do you think you didn't make those plays, and what do you need to do differently?
I just need to work. That's all it is. I mean, they get paid too. The DBs get paid to go out there and do what they do. But I just got to get back to work and trust who I am. My confidence isn't gonna go anywhere. I know who I am, and I know I'm the wide out one. So just got to keep working.
Corey, obviously, the job is to make plays on offense, receiver, running backs, all you guys. But when you see a rookie quarterback struggling early, is in the back of your mind that thought that, I need to do even more, I need to make plays to try to help him so we don't lose him mentally, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that thought does go through my head. And, when I'm thinking that, I tend to do too much, Yes, I do need to make plays to help him out and to help the team out, but, I can't get out of character and try to do too much. So first things first is I got to do my job, get open, catch the ball, and then, lead. So control what I control.
Take a couple more.
When you were getting some of that additional attention, have you gone to other guys in the receiving room, letting them know that, while teams are focusing on you, now it's kind of their opportunity to just shine with the one-on-one coverage?
Yeah, I just told them. I mean, it's going to vary every week. I might get fed 10, 12 targets, whatever, one week, and then the next week it could be different. So I just try to tell guys to, stay in it. You never really know when it's going to be, your number's going to be called and when it's going to be your big game. These guys know that. We got a lot of skill in that room, a lot of guys who can do different things. So they're ready for it.
Do you hold yourself to a higher standard, or do you have different expectations now because you're in this role than you were in Tennessee?
Yes, sir. No question. I do hold myself to a higher standard. Understanding that we are a different team, we're a younger team. I know these boys are kind of leaning on me a little bit more than in my past, and that's something that I want. That's something that I'm ready for. We just got to do a better job. I got to do a better job of helping these guys out.
Do you find yourself being harder on yourself because of that? Like when you're not making these plays?
At times, yeah. But like I said, I got to remember that just can't put too much on myself. Take it one day at a time, one play at a time, one game at a time, and control what I can.
Last one here.
Corey, you're a player who, in Tennessee, things really seemed to click after a couple of years for you, and then you started getting better and better, and the play started changing. Denzel, Mims is somebody who's kind of in this receiving room now. He had some success last year. Now has been inactive a couple of times. Have you talked to him at all about your career and how you got better as the year came on, and just kind of what are your thoughts kind of Denzel as a player?
Yeah, Denzel, he's a great player, man. He's young. He has a lot of learning to do. And I kind of just told him, my story and, my journey in the league and how it took a little bit of adjusting. And he kind of understands that, like I said, he's a young dude who, his first year was last year, which was a COVID year, and it was really tough for everybody, especially those rookies. So I just try to, give him a little piece of advice and tell him a little bit what I've been through, and hopefully that helps him. And, he's getting it. He's come a long way, and he's taking it one day at a time. So